Brickey here. Today's adventure takes us back to the 20s and 30s of Los Angeles on Buena Vista Street, at the time of Walt Disney's arrival here in California. Imagineers always need a story to design around, and making BVS look as lived in as possible, that is what makes it feel real. Let's explore the top 10 balconies of Buena Vista Street and see what makes each one so unique. Before we get to number 10, let's start with number 9. I'll explain later in the video and it'll make sense. But first, number 9, the Sepulveda building. Home to Elysian, Cayman, and James, counselors at law, represent their clients from this Spanish Revival building that boasts a nice sized balcony, but most of its view is obscured. It does have a roof cover, but only the area to the far right would offer a seated view down to the citizens of Buena Vista Street. Due to how it flanks the town square area below, it would show a partial view of the nightly fireworks display, but would require some standing and leaning over the somewhat high wall. It's the only second floor balcony that is accessible from the street, which is a minus for privacy, but it's a plus for these three lovable lawyers calling the Sepulveda building home for their law firm. We won't have to go far to find our next balcony, and it's not a big one, but it's got a great view. Number 8, the North Elysian Arcade second floor balcony. Small in its scale but large in its view, directly facing Disneyland, if this tree is properly groomed. No patio furniture adorns it, but we have no idea what's on the other side of those French doors when they swing open. It doesn't directly ever face the sun and could be a great place for a nightcap to watch the fireworks over Disneyland. Number 7, the Learn to Draw balcony at 2719 Buena Vista Street. Due to having a fully opaque wall surrounding this terrace that wouldn't allow you to catch any views while seated, and due to having no overhead covering to protect you from the sweltering California sun, the Learn to Draw balcony settles in at number 7. Even though it appears to protrude just enough to see Disneyland's fireworks, and is perceived to be far enough down Buena Vista Street to definitely catch Carthay Circle views and possibly catch the parades as they pass by. But while standing only, and not to mention the monorail noise just being one building away. Number 6, Hollymont Property Associates. The porch on 2638 Buena Vista Street offers some good vibes even though it's right next to the monorail line. It does have a nice covering, has a lower rail that offers a seated view, and a tree for privacy, but luckily doesn't block out the entire street view. Being on the east side of the street, it offers a 3/4 view of the fireworks, giving this spot privacy, a view, and an opportunity to relax in between monorail visits. Number 5, the South Elysian Arcade second floor balcony. Sure, it doesn't have a covering, but it does have a wrought iron rail that offers unlimited views into the courtyard below. What this terrace lacks in its depth, it makes up in its width. An area that is wide enough to enjoy the sounds and outdoor vibes of the neighborhood with a handful of friends. The platform's direct view may be obstructed by the sizable tree. However, it would offer an eastern view into the parade route and a great view of the annual Christmas tree. Number 4, the 5 and Dime alleyway. Don't let the craftsman-style pergola throw you from this Art Deco-style building with Spanish Revival design accents all over it. A look that is often repeated on the neighborhood's outer limits. And don't let the word alley undersell you on this location. This is no alleyway full of cats and street toughs. Here you'll find local leaders, citizens, and visitors all using this path as the main thoroughfare to the Chamber of Commerce. One of the neighborhood's widest balconies with double sets of pocket doors, but in between sunsets, a perfect place to enjoy a coffee with a friend just a step off of Buena Vista Street. Allowing the best second floor view of the nightly Disneyland fireworks. Number 3, the North Elysian Arcade 3rd floor balcony. If you're more into uniqueness versus quantity, this is the perfect spot for you. The only residential 3rd floor balcony you'll find in the entire neighborhood. This crow's nest of a terrace will not only give you a fantastic view of the fireworks on its northern side, but on its eastern side, offer a full view of the street below, with a slight glimpse of the passing parade. You'll always be able to see who's coming and going with this rare covered vantage point, with enough space to enjoy with a good friend. Number 2, Iworks Optometry. The sign says "See more clearly today," and it's certainly true from this obstruction-free, beautiful balcony. Not only is this the most extensive balcony you will find, but it has a free and clear view of nightly fireworks, the town square below, and all the neighbors working their way up and down the street. Perfect for having a peaceful dinner under the canopy, and even better for packing with buds, watching one of the many festivities that take place in this wonderful neighborhood. Number 1, Trolley Treats. This unique building that sits at the head of Buena Vista Street is a transformative set piece that acts as a visual bridge, bringing two very decorative buildings together. The 2737 building's 2nd floor balcony may have no cover, but it also has no visual barriers. Stand on the northeastern corner to see the Disneyland fireworks above, but stand anywhere to see the passing parade, a headless horseman, an epic Christmas tree, or check in on how busy Carthay Circle may be, or even what's the status of Food and Wine Festival. The only wrap-around terrace would be the best place to see all the gorgeous views and activities in this dream of a neighborhood. Oh, and not to mention all the free smells of being lucky enough to live above Trolley Treats, making the 2737 building's terrace easily the best balcony on Buena Vista Street. But honestly, who wouldn't take any of them? Which brings us to our final balcony, which maybe is number 10 because technically it's not a balcony, it's a stoop, it's a porch, it's on the 1st floor. Or maybe it's the best because this is the only one that you and I can actually access. That's right, the next time you're in the neighborhood, don't pass up the opportunity to step on the stoop at Iworks Optometry. Feel free to lean against the rail and watch life pass you by as you take in the sights and sounds of this magical place that we all love to visit, where Disney Imagineering made sure to put in all the details to make it feel like a real neighborhood that folks like you and I once lived in back in the 20s and 30s in the golden era of Los Angeles, when Walt Disney showed up with just $40 in his pocket and a suitcase and a dream here in the Golden State, and probably looked up to a terrace like one of these that we saw in the city and said, one of these days I'm going to have enough money to call a place like that my home. It's all of the details that are poured into the places where you and I, the guests, will never get to go that make this place feel so real and makes our imaginations wonder about the folks that do live here and are lucky enough to call our fantasies home. Friends, thank you so much for watching this very different type of video. I'd appreciate if you leave a comment, give a thumbs up. That would encourage me to make more wacky content, just like the video that you watched today. Until the next time I see you on a balcony on Buena Vista Street, I'll see you back here tomorrow with more Disneyland news.